White 80. 360 hot. Let's go. Set. Red 80. Set hot. Ready. Set. Black 88. Black 88. Go. Jack Mill. Jack Mill. Come on. Flow, flow, flow. White 80 hot. Red 18! Hot up! Now set! Hut! Set! Black, hut! Ready? Set! Hut! Ready? Blue 30, 360 hot. Let's go. Set. Go. Set hot. Ready. Set. 220, 180 hot. Here we go. Set. Hot up. Now set. Hut. Set. Red up. Chip. Hut. Are you ready? Set. Black 88. Black 88. Hut. differences, bragging rights at stake, the SEC versus the Big Ten. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Iowa Hawkeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
When you talk about a home field advantage, you have to consider Kinnick Stadium. The fans are right on top of the action. They are on top of the opponent's sideline, making it one of the most difficult places to play in all of college sports. Named after Niall Kinnick, a war hero, the beautiful wave to the Cancer Children's Hospital. This is one of the most iconic spots to watch a college football game in the country. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Hawkeyes headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Edwards. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Makes the grab. It's Rodgers. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. The transfer has it his first carry. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have. Sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Run the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. Out wide right, it's Rodgers. They'll get the first down. It's on the 49.
And you talk about just being a pain in the butt. This guy, he can just scramble, move, throw it on the run, and his ability to extend the play was the reason for the conversion right there for him.
Yeah, and David, I like the idea that he kept his eyes down in the field, right? With his speed, there's a lot of guys in his position that would have just taken off and tried to go get it with their legs, but he gave the play a chance. He allowed the routes to develop and let everybody work the scramble drill to find a big-time completion.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Now here's Russell. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Oh, he found a space on the right. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
Tackled way behind the line. It'll be a loss of 7.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the quarterback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And there are flags flying as the pass ball's incomplete. We'll see who it's on. You can grab, but you can't hold on. The defensive holding penalty would give this offense a first down. The run inside. It's Edwards. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They go right back to this guy on second and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll run it. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Second and long here. Right side, it's James.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
And the Hawkeyes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Wild, and that ball is live in the backfield. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
The Tide ready to roll on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. The screen, and watch out. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Edwards. He won't get there. The defense with a 4th down stop.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Changing the routes with his receiver. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Finds his target. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this
time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
What a great play by the defense. Listen, that's why he plays defense. Yes, I get it. I get the jokes. Defensive guys can't catch real well. But the offense, they caught a big-time break right there. That could have been disaster on their side of the field. Could have been a big turnover that led to points.
Bottled him up. Not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Running inside, it's Edwards. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, you know, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
Russell. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The Tide will have to call their first timeout, and they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Long way to go on second down. Dropping back, it's Russell. Fires left. How about a little rhythm that... Tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Edwards. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Right back to it. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Fighting off the defender. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Second down, gonna throw it. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And you could tell the offense was trying to take a shot and really stress that safety. Sending one guy long, you better cover the deep ball, and then try to slip a guy right underneath it. Unsuccessfully, the quarterback's got to be a little bit better with that timing.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Complete to the right. And Off is trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Needs it here on fourth down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down. in the game on your own end and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this secondary.
Making his first move. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. That gives him 54 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Throwing Russell. Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Kinnick is having a conniption fit to try to help the knee on 3rd down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Iowa spends his 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. To the air, it's Russell. They're all over him, trying to get away. He throws into the middle of the field. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a 1st down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Out wide left, it's Diaz. The Hawkeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Fires to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. And they keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Making the adjustment on the play. Second down, gonna throw it. On the move. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And the defense getting a hand in there on third down.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up fourth.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Snaps it, and he has to have it. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Pulls it on the option. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll need a bunch on second down. Keelan Russell. Trying to get behind the defense. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Oh, and you just feel kind of like that's a little bit of a missed opportunity. He had him open, and he just overshot it a little bit. Man, those sting.
Russell from the gun on third down. He's not afraid to go deep. Makes the grab on the big throw. Open spaces. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He got a step and just dusted the field. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And boy, did they finish with a huge play in the passing game, scoring from 85 yards out. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Rifles it down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Going downfield for the big play. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. One more snap coming before halftime. Gotta make the play on fourth. Escapes the pressure going right. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with the San Jose State Spartans taking on the number 14 team, the Minnesota Golden Gophers.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
And it's San Jose State coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. This will push them to 2-0 on the season.
Under pressure, and they got it.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. But look at this offense. They aren't deterred. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Second down to the air. Rush is on, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Shoots it to the left. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously.